removed. This has been removed. This has been removed. You know how long that took me to go through my playlist to remove all the videos I locked in your end so I could rewatch them later? Which
Sorry,
none of them had
you pointed
anything to
out a
do with.
problem that I had to fix, so until I can blur the video, and YouTube editor is not letting me blur it for some godforsaken reason, I'm not putting people's private PMs at risk there.
I pointed out the fact you were trying to play me and him.
I was trying to keep the peace. But moving forward from that, you pointed out a good issue. I had people's personal PMs just out there in the open, so I can't do that. That's wrong. That's a violation of people's trust. So I had to set them to private till I could get them blurred. I think I got like the absolute first video blurred because I was using that as the test dummy, and I haven't been able to recreate it since. Like every other day, I try, and it's like, haha, sure, okay, we're doing it. And then I check back a day later because it says it needs to process, and that's hours of footage, and it's like, nah. It's ridiculous. Okay, I'm not sure what this is supposed to be, so it gets to be blackstone until the top layer, which is just going to be bedrock.
Oh, that was the basement entrance.
Yeah, no, I figured you were going to do a, what's it called there?
I was trying to follow what the picture said, and it's just. Wait, I don't need to do that. Okay. Give me one moment there, Eminem.
Yep.
There we go. Cover this one on the block.
Oh,
So
okay.
a rectangle sounds good, right? Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Like, are we using the whole 2 acres? Okay, here. I know I'm going to be dumb and forget that I have shit in my inventory and clear it, so let me just slap all that in a second shulker box.
Well, let's be quite honest.
Fuck.
We have these 4 acres, but we also have to add a stable, a chicken coop, and a blacksmith.
Right, I'll figure out my under chests later. I had 56 of them. Just need to remember that. Uh, yonder green box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, hold on. Armor. Almost forgot that. 2, 3, 4.
You know, you could have just put a chest down and put yourself in it, right?
Yeah, I'm silly like that. No, this is wrong.
Actually, no. Since this is, would you road? Yeah, let me rephrase that. Would you pave the road on cobblestone leading up to your house, or would you use like gravel or something?
Depends how fancy I want to be.
Well, we're not in the very good neighborhood.
Probably gravel then.
Okay. 3, 6, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21.
Now I can clear my inventory as much as I want without fear of clearing my stuff.
Okay. Now, when you imagine yourself going to John Deed's house, do you imagine yourself walking up a set of steps and then onto the porch into the house, or what?
I shall be completely honest, I have nothing in my head when I picture John Dee's house because I've never had to picture anything before. Seriously, I've got nothing. Which is weird
Okay.
because normally I'm a very, what's it called, person when it comes to that kind of stuff. I normally do well with visuals, but here it's always been, okay, this is the place where we hang our heads and sleep. Like, I'm aware, okay, it has 3 floors, there's X number of rooms per floor. It wasn't until y'all actually put up the thing that I had an idea of what it should look like. But since we're throwing that out the window because it's stupid, now I don't know. Why is there light here? slime was everywhere.
We need a door. Okay, white concrete. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Damn it. Gonna have to get a new phone charger soon. This one's losing its grip.
Well, that's a decent size room, right?
For an antechamber, essentially, yeah. Like an entry hall. This would be where there'd be like a closet over here and you'd hang up your coat. Okay, this is kind of the poor
Yeah.
side of town, though, but we have so much damn space is the thing. These two concepts don't mesh well together.
Well, I'm trying to incorporate as much from his original build, and he did have this as the front door, so I would come in, but I don't. Okay. How much room do you think the house should be?
I mean, are we basing it at all off what we have earlier? Like the, what's it called?
We're doing just a rectangle at this point.
Okay, but we're still trying to stick to that general design, or at this point are we freestyling?
General design to get the body at least, and then, after that we can figure out, okay, this is how big this room should be.
Okay, so we're keeping an eye on the regular design. Give me a second to tab over to Discord. Excuse me. Call that 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, maybe 26 that way.
You
What
are
the
going with
hell?
the older design, right? Or the newer
The
one?
one that's most recent in our DMs.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Call this thing only like 30 by like 18 to 20 blocks for the footprint for the ground floor. But granted, that's because 3 things stick out. It's actually smaller.
Well, that back thing on the back half in that corner,
Mm-hmm.
that's the forge.
Oh, the thing with the spirally thing? Or are we talking about the slanted thing at the back?
Slanted thing at the back, that's the forge.
Okay, so without that, that takes it down to like 18 by 28 or so. Maybe 26.
18 feet by 26 feet
Yards.
yards. Right. 18. Is that your 3 feet, right?
Yeah, a yard is 3 feet, so 18 times
Right,
3,
so that's
30.
54 one way. 4 feet. And what was it on the other side?
Like 26 to 28. I'm not exactly sure because we don't have a measuring stick.
So that's 45 feet by 78 feet.
That roughly checks out.
That's if we do an 18 by 26 yard.
Hmm. I just had a brilliant idea. It won't
Oh, no.
affect this. In fact, it's going to be a distraction, so I'm going to shelve it for now, but I know what I'm doing next season.
And if we did 18 yards by 28 yards, it's 54 feet by 84 feet.
Mm-hmm. That checks out in my head, though I confess I did not crunch the numbers.
All right. 3, 6, 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, or 6, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
And the plus side, I think I finally fixed OBS's audio problem. That only took 3 months.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. There's the 18.
Uh-huh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 20, 21. Ah, shit. 22. Okay, that's 22. 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. Alrighty, there's the house.
Ah, yikes. I can see why even with that many floors we're starting to struggle, but that does look pretty good. Like, in terms of
Okay.
house sizes for a lower class-ish, like, not so nice part
I
of
don't
townhouse,
know
I can
what
see it.
I don't know what his.
I believe he's in the middle class range, but regardless, in a not so nice part of town, I could see this size of a house being there. Because consider we got the basement and what is it, 3 floors? And, well, one, two, three, and then the 4th floor is the attic,
Hmm.
and like a makeshift stabling and such. So I could see that. That makes sense to me.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Like, you know the house in Skyrim that you get in Markarth? Not Markarth, in Windhelm? I forget what it's called. It's one, you have to do the stupid Blood on the Ice quest first.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking something the size of that is probably pretty close, because even though that was supposed to be like a nice fancy house, that was pretty small, all things considered.
Mm-hmm.
And we actually have a leg up on them, but the dimensions feel roughly about the same. Gosh, has anyone actually played Blood on the Ice and not broken it? That questline is so bugged. Like, here's a stupid thing. So you're investigating the murder, and spoilers for like a, what is it, 10-year-old game at this point, guys? Uh, you don't find out who the murderer is immediately, even though it's kind of obvious if you're paying attention. Anyway, so it's the butcher dude, and you're supposed to talk to him about not butcher, he's like a merchant dude. And you talk to him about that necklace. He's like, oh hey, I'll buy it off you. And any reasonable investigator is like, no, this is evidence, so you don't sell it to him. But that's a quest item, so now it can't be removed from your inventory, and if you didn't take the opportunity to sell your evidence, guess what? Now it's stuck in your inventory until you remove it with console commands. Stupid flipping questline won't even let you guess it correctly if you wanted to. No, you have to be like, oh hey, it's the mage guy because he's old and creepy, and then it turns out, haha, you were wrong.
Okay. So the kitchen. The funny thing is, he never put any windows into the house. So
There's gotta be windows, come on. Back in the day, they didn't really have light bulbs, and I mean, yeah, we've got light spells, but that's more of an upper class kind of deal where you can
no,
afford
I
to pay
meant
a cleric.
he didn't
John
designated
D.
any areas in
But
the
there's
entire
got to
house
be windows
blueprint.
because otherwise the house would be in almost perpetual darkness. Back in the day, they did tons of windows because the sun was free light. Like, you had candles and shit, but that's expensive. Like, to actually run that. Not to mention the fire hazard and shit. And they didn't exactly have electricity. I mean, there was Lord Um's Holy Lightning, but still.
Ah, son of a bitch. That look good so far?
Let me see. Hmm.
I mean, I would prefer to move the stairs back to where it's against the back of the wall.
Might I recommend we just move the stairs back until they're back against the wall? Because we're not going for design accurate anymore. We're going for what the fuck makes sense based on what we already have. Because John D should never be in home design. Until he takes like 3 college level architecture courses.
This work?
Let me see. Yeah, that about works. You walk in and there's this division here, so you go ahead there. Yeah, I could see that. Here. I'll clear up the little slimes over here from you. There we go. Problem solved. And there's enough of the little guys, they should eat up the rest of the cap. That's what I've been working on, by the way, because I knew we were just going to get annoyed by these slimes existing.
Mm-hmm.
So now there's a ton of them outside our borders, but we have built a beautiful wall and kept the slimes out. Should I place down some torches to make sure it stays that way, or nah?
Sure. You can. I'll just,
Torch.
okay, so this would actually help you.
Should I build up the other corners to that same height?
I got it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh,
Oh, no. There we go. Yeah.
hmm.
But you can understand how the
Yep, the
staircase
stairway is
goes,
gonna
right?
work like this to that.
Mm-hmm. So I don't quite understand how girls couldn't understand that correctly.
So much better.
I'm pretty sure I wouldn't have stairs here. It'd probably be some sort of solid block till I got to here, and then make a little cupboard.
Well, do we want to, do this?
Realistically, for us, yes, that would make sense. But we also did think of the era we're in. It would not make much sense to have basement stairs leading here when you would use the basement as a larder.
Yeah, that kind of deal.
So you'd have to put that in the kitchen.
I confess my knowledge on such things is sorely lacking.
It's the place that I dwell in, so maybe in this corner it would have led down, but it would have led down in a hook area right here.
Yeah, I think I see that.
Yeah, so the stairs would start probably right here, and then it would turn and go down.
I will say, everything's so much cozier when it's light, although the particles are pretty, hmm.
So I'm not sure if we should have like white walls or maybe just wood walls inside. I don't know.
Dang it. No.
But another thing is, I don't think we've had the doors upgraded to allow
Bevan.
Bevan to walk through.
If I
So
imagine, say that back here was the dining room, there's probably like a larger door here that they would use to like roll in the big shit. And I imagine Bevan could probably squeeze through that, or maybe not. Quoth Bevan, does this door make my butt look big? I fucked it up. I fucked up the quote.
okay. So 3, 6, 3, 6, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Yeah. It's a decent sized kitchen.
Uh, yeah, pretty decent for a kitchen.
Okay, and
More
then
kitchens, I think, well, at least modern day, are designed more long and long and thin. because this way you've got more storage space to work with and you're not eating up floor space that you don't use. I could reference the kitchen in my own IRL house, which is probably has the dimensions of like... No, this is too far out already. Honestly, it feels like this. Like this long, but also that wide. So like we're up against the wall here, doing that, and it's just all up against one wall. But then again, the guy who designed this place was probably insane.
Alright, so this right here, this section that I just took out, this 9 feet wall here, this is the not server entrance, but this would be where
Where they
you
would
enter into the dining room to put food on the table.
make sense, yeah. If you had to like roll in a barrel of whatever it's called to put it in here, this is the wide entrance to do it in, because you're not squeezing it through about 3 feet over here.
No. But again, you would also have it stay like a barrel. You would have it go through the access from the outside directly into the basement where you would store it. And then the servants would just go and get
Mm-hmm. They would.
pitchers instead. So maybe 6 feet would do it better. Yeah, maybe
Alright.
6 feet. 6 feet wide, because
Feels
a
decent.
pushing tray is not that big.
Don't mind
You
me,
want to
I'm just
make a...
pretending I'm one of the kids.
That's fine.
You know they would do this. They totally would. My brothers and I used to do this. We'd just run around in circles through the circular parts of the house.
I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, but 9 feet head clearance should be enough room for people.
Oh, plenty. Bevan herself is only up to about... oh, it's so hard. Yeah, up to about here? Because she's at that 7-foot thing, so yeah. My head's all the way up at 8, so yeah, this is plenty clearance. Like, obviously, for a person right now, one way of working with space is if you can see the ceiling, typically, you feel kind of like trapped and enclosed. This is why when Grills' ceilings is up to here and I can see it, it's... no, get me out of there. Now, I'm wondering if, before we go too deep into this, we try not to finish the building so where you actually have to walk through it to see all the rooms. Maybe it's smarter to... hell, maybe it's even smarter to do that method you used to do where you'd have the second floor on the ground next to that type of deal. Or maybe not, I don't know. Maybe Girls wants the
Oh,
proper
no,
3D.
I was just doing this to show where the staircase was
Mm-hmm.
to be. But yeah, it's not going to be there. I'm not
Yep.
going to make the whole thing that, no.
Man, I'm gonna have to run off of memory and Google Maps for what I want to do. You know what, I'll just say it. Next season, I'm gonna build a house, and that's gonna be the house I grew up in, my childhood home. That's gonna be my
Oh,
house.
nice.
We used to have this really, really big, nice house. Like, it's weird. My dad lived next to a doctor on one side and a lawyer on the other side, and he was a master mechanic, which, not too bad. He owned the shop that he worked at. He ran it. They had 2 bays and 4 mechanics, and things were constantly going. And then the economy kind of crumpled in 2008, and everything went to shit. But even then, he had the nicest flipping house on the block, and I have no clue how he got it. And before you say, no, I'm pretty sure he wasn't doing drugs. Like, drug empire type of shit. No Walter White crap. But
Alright,
regardless,
so
that house, that's shit I'm going to be talking to my grandkids about. That was a nice house.
this works, right, so far?
Let me see. Yeah, so far this makes sense.
Oh, probably wouldn't be that big to be like this.
Would probably be a smoker instead of a blast furnace, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Some trapdoors for decorative purposes. We don't really have refrigerators, otherwise I would do like the 2 thingies with buttons on it to represent
They
a refrigerator.
had ice chests, but which is what the basement was mostly used for because it's
Yeah.
always cold.
Yep. Oh, I live in a basement, I can assure you, it's always damn cold down here.
So I think, yeah, like 3 feet for a doorway and walk path. Yeah, this would be enough. Oh, so that back to yeah.
Maybe get them like a countertop over here to work with. Already a bit too big. Let's dial that back to it. Nah. I want it to be
Well, you'd
stairs.
also have stuff in the middle here as well, like tables and shit.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm thinking. A table for prepping stuff, but I don't want to eat up too much space on that. So, here, we're going to go for
Actually, what I should have done, I should have taken this right here and put it over here at this corner. And then have that entire backside for room. Down to. Actually, no. Yeah, I can still do that, yeah.
Oh, you're going to take this corner instead? Okay.
Yeah. It would make more sense.
That it do.
And then I can always just make it turn in more.
I don't know what this is supposed to represent, but it looks cool, so I'm sticking with it.
No, it works. Can you label it as the kitchen, please?
Yeah, sure. Sign.
Dining room should be pretty big, shouldn't it?
Probably. Consider that most of us probably eat around the same large table. So here, cyan. Not even cyan.
Is this big enough?
Uh,
You could have just used pistons.
oh yeah, that's right. We normally do pistons for that, don't we? Hmm. So this is supposed to seat 4 to a side. This is 5 yards long. That's 15 feet. 4 people to that. That works. It's about 4 feet per person, slightly less.
Bevan's not 3 feet, not bigger than 3 feet wide, right?
Shouldn't be.
Okay. Also, actually, now I have this. I can't do anything. I can do something. I have an idea, but I don't know if I should do it or not.
What's the idea?
Okay. We have this door here, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I know, typically you come down, then you got to go. You want the easiest path there. But what if instead I put the wall back up here, move the staircase here, over here to this corner for the basement, and have a back door over here to where Bevan can come in?
That could work. And then the back door is just, what, over there? Actually, it should probably only be that wide.
I won't go too far down the stairs, but just enough to give the,
Yeah.
this is where it goes.
This one, just to make sure, should be sufficient. Becomes a lot more obvious when it's got that last thing of depth. So, like that, I presume?
Yeah, sorry, I just like the inside just to match.
No, it should.
Yeah, so yeah, that works. And I guess we have, like, maybe a window here.
That would
Probably
make
not,
sense.
probably not that big, but you get the point.
Like that or something.
Mm-hmm.
Because again, that's a yard.
So there's that. Realistically, I think we should probably just put John's, what's it called? His den study right in this corner.
Wasn't that on the second floor, or does he have a study
It,
on the
it
first
was
floor?
on the it was on the second floor, but
Well, there's like an area with a bunch of couches and shit, right? What is that going to be over here?
yeah, but we have all this space over here now. So
What else is in the thing? There's a bathroom type of deal. There's a couple.
mhm.
What are those side rooms at the south corner?
Supposed to
Storage?
be storage, more storage. But for like props and stuff, which really should have been closer to the kitchen, but I didn't design it. But that means this right here is now a
Bathroom of that
water
length.
bathroom. Yeah.
That's a bit too long. Alright, I'm going to start working on the living room, though. And yeah, I know they didn't make corner couches. I'm just having fun. Sue me.
Is this good enough?
Give me a second. Yeah, that should be sufficient. That's 3 times 3, 9 feet by 6 feet. That's tons of room for a bathroom, honestly. A lot of bathrooms these days, or even those days, was like this. Just 3 by 6. It was a closet with a bucket.
That's called a water closet.
Yeah.
It was literally just a bathroom. There'd be a small table, a bunch of stairs. Okay. So what about this?
For storage?
These two for storage rooms.
Pretty thick wall over here. Like, I see what you're going for, but they wouldn't waste space back then, would they?
I don't know. Maybe instead of it being a solid wall, it'd be more of like maybe a wine
Yeah, no, like
wall.
shelving.
Yeah.
Barrels? Let me see if those look good.
Well, I mean, more like.
Yeah, let me see if I
Yeah,
can.
that.
Yeah. Like that, yeah. And you could again go at the other side. 3 blocks tall?
I mean.
I can work with that.
Well, I mean, I did this side here. I mean, if you look. So we have this right here. this could be a wine rack or whatever storage. And then, we'd have room for sacks and other things over here.
Okay, so just on this middle section have the wine thingy, and then this could just be chest to represent general storage.
Yeah, that seemed fair.
Yeah, good to me.
Because, I mean, we don't really have anything to represent sacks.
Oh, damn it.
Don't
Yeah.
crouch.
I mean, we're about to get sacks, funny enough. That's an item they've added for early game. What's it called?
Hmm.
Oh, shit. Take a look at my living room. Not perfect, obviously, but I figure that just gives you the general idea and dimensions. I figure it lines up
Hmm.
pretty nicely.
Yeah. But there's also be a fireplace. There'd be quite a lot of fireplaces.
Well, yeah, realistically, fireplace would probably be like over here or so. And then a
Hmm.
chimney or something.
Chimney that would run the full length of the house all the way to the roof and out. And
So
then
there would
you'd
just
have
be
all the
tons
mini.
of chimneys everywhere? Is that actually how they did it? Most of
Yeah.
these houses you see,
For
it's like a singular chimney.
Nope.
I'm
Uh,
curious. I'm gonna go poke at
depend
Wikipedia for a second.
depending on how many rooms the family would actually use, there'd be one in the father's office, one in the dining room, more than likely, and then one for each bedroom. And if he had another study up where he sleeps, it'd be also there.
Origins. I'm looking at Hall House Wikipedia. It's a vernacular? It's not a type of whatever. Used during the Middle Ages. Used timber frames. Some high stats examples were built in stone. Unaltered Hall House. Don't know. What do they have? There's blah 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 blah. Source of heat is required in northern latitudes while needed to keep the weather and keep the blah 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 blah. Thinking of permanent structures rather than temporary shelter according to the built stone blah 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 blah. Created heat and smoke. A high ceiling drew the smoke upwards, leaving a relative slunkily free void below. Later houses were built with chimneys and flutes. In the earlier ones, these were added as alterations, and additional flooring was often installed. This and the need for staircases reaching upper stories led to much innovation, variety, and floor plans. So there would be just an open hearth that would go upwards, and huh.
It depends on which era and which architecture we're going for.
Yeah, yes, yeah. I'm just trying to quickly read up on this. There's like a couple chimneys. Mostly they just have where like in the center of the house, you know how they slope upwards. The chimney is in the
Hmm.
center there, and that's where the smoke goes.
But when you get to American colloquialism, you'll find that most houses had more than one chimney, and not all of them were linked because of the situation of the bedrooms.
That's a good point. Yeah. Torch.
Now,
Ooh.
if that worked for us, then we'd have to have a center chimney in the damn center of the house.
Let's see. Yonder old house I was in was made in like the 16th century, so not really. No, not really prevalent.
But then we have this room right here. Now, what will you do?
Let's take a look at the diagram. We got stairs up, stairs down. There's a sitting room in the upper corner. 4 chairs around a table. What's that supposed to be? The entry area?
That's the front door. That's the front door area.
So what's that room meant to be?
It's meant to be a waiting room for people when they. Hold up. Music started.
I lowered mine a whole bunch.
No, no, I meant like I have a YouTube open and it started playing and I have it at full blast. So originally, that little room at the very top, or are we at the bottom?
Top. 4
Okay.
black chairs around a black table.
Yeah, if you take out the table, just leave the chairs, either
That was
2 or
just a waiting
3 or
room?
something. That was just literally a waiting room. If a servant came to the door, they'd ask you to wait there and then they go get the master of the house.
Alright, do we want to move this living room apparatus over to here and turn this into a waiting room, or is that kind of redundant, you think?
It's kind of redundant because that has to be right at the front door.
Mm-hmm.
But we can also flip it and not have that be the front room and that switch it over here.
Give me a second. I'm gonna let you think about that while I design a toilet.
Okay.
Yes, oversized
We could just
toilet.
say we left. We really just could say we left it on the cutting room floor. That room.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Hmm. What would you use this for? Living room, dining room, kitchen, storage. Fucking. They had separate rooms for like recreation and shit, but then again, what recreation are you gonna have that needs this much space? Like honestly, I would start putting a bedroom here or something.
We could put John D's bedroom on the main floor.
Hmm. The master of the house would normally have a what's it called bedroom though, like second or third floor deal. Well, third floor being attic means no, so
Well,
second floor.
let's say it started one floor when he first built it.
Okay,
So this would probably have been his room.
probably. I mean, we could
And
turn
then
it into
as
two decent sized rooms, but yeah.
well, I mean, I was gonna say because master bedroom would have the study and stuff, so
Mm.
it would be. I'm just gonna cut through the wall here, if I can. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right there. And then 3, 6, 9. Yeah, this would work. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So here's the master bedroom. And then he has his study here, his office,
Okay.
which has its own connecting door to the master bedroom and also to the outside, so people don't have to come into the master bedroom to get there.
Okay. I can see that. Yeah.
So this would be how it would generally lay out. And then when he had kids, well, it's like, okay, I need to expand now, and then we go to the second floor.
Mm-hmm.
And oh, ooh, right, we could also add another door right here. Tell me when you're done.
I don't know. I'm just having fun here.
Well, because I'm gonna make a copy of it.
Oh, you're making a copy of the room to paste elsewhere, or what?
Yeah, I'm gonna paste it right across the way here.
All right, I'm
And
done. Well, actually, hold on.
okay.
Boop, boop. Nope. And yeah, that's good.
Right, can you move this chest like maybe over to that sandstone corner?
Yeah, sure.
If I don't know where it's going to pace, and I don't want to destroy your stuff. Also, over there with that, that's where I started building the diagram for my house, and as you can see, it didn't translate very well because of how wonky the walls was. Yeah, I know. It looks like I made a swastika in one area.
We are horrible people.
All right, so I'll undo that. Undo.
Oh.
Oh, there we
Oh
go.
no.
There we go.
That's what causes the lighting glitches. Oh, that's the roof of the nether. See less.
Alrighty, that works, right? I mean, it's not
Yeah.
exactly lined up
So
correctly,
why
but
did
oh
we
well.
make a copy of this? Oh, for the second floor?
Yeah, so we're just gonna empty at the bottom floor here and fill in the top floor. Makes sense?
So like put a this on the top floor and just clear out the bottom for
Hmm.
whatever reason? Wouldn't we just leave the bottom if we really wanted to, or no?
I mean, you could, but then we'd go back to the point of,
Well, no, because this
well, yeah.
one, it's just a bite-sized piece, so
Hmm.
there is yonder, these, what's it called, here. And just you don't go downstairs, and if you do, okay, you got a frame of reference. But there isn't anything above this to block this view. Okay.
Yeah,
Don't you
okay,
have an
I
axe
see.
that can do this?
Yes. Okay. So now do we label Master John's room?
I did not.
Okay. I will go over to the main copy and label it. And this time you can figure out the room layouts.
Okay, what are the types of rooms that we need?
Bedrooms.
Bedrooms, okay. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That works. Uh, Probably wouldn't be too wide to have to deal with it. These rooms don't need to be tremendously big, right? They're just the children bedrooms, if you will.
Well, the Corvos were in the room, so
But the point is, they don't need a ton of space.
no. 3, 3, 6, 9,
It's
12,
kind of
13,
deeper
14,
than it
15,
should be,
16,
isn't it?
17, 18. Actually, that's not that bad of a room.
Like this one here, I figured was going to be kind of deeper because like there's this whole section here that's wasted if you make the line straight this way. So I tried to work with that.
Yep, no, that's fine. The
And
kids could get
then
this room then.
I wonder, could we do this or yeah,
Yeah, that would work. This would work better for us, anyways.
it would,
Now
yeah.
the question is, how many people are we gonna have to a room?
I mean, with the room this size, you can stick 2 people in pretty comfortably.
Mm-hmm.
More than that, and it becomes kind of iffy, I guess. My natural need for symmetry is taking over. Please help.
Okay. So
Yeah. Oh, that looks so much better, thank God.
okay. So would there be any objections if Stefan the kids get this room?
Oh, we want to make this one like a larger room? We could do that. Try and break up the
I mean,
monotony of what I'm about to do.
yeah.
Because I figured, like, we could have Corvos here, and you could actually stick, like, 3 or maybe even 4 people here if you really pushed it.
Well, you also have to think about like we have chests, we have items and stuff,
Mm,
personal. So
yeah. It's like 2 people per room. That's not bad. Let's see here. Let's color
which
code
means
this.
which means we can actually get
3,
all four Corvos,
5,
and I am saying four because we still have Leonard, into 2
8.
rooms, and
Yep,
we can
that
get
makes
him out of the
sense.
basement.
9.
So Goran, if okay, which one should he room with? Goran or Goran, Kragan, or Pascal?
Let's have him room with Pascal. Those two get along the best.
It's not really about who gets along with him better. It's the one who can control him best.
Well, because of the tween, if he tries to pull some shit, Pascal will be there to stop him, but that's going to be everyone in the house, isn't it?
Yeah. How about this?
Yeah, it probably makes more sense. Yeah. I'm just color coding it because I like colors. I'm a very simple guy. It's not hard
Actually,
to
wait.
make me happy.
Is this room bigger than the others? I know
I
this one's
think
bigger,
this
but
one is
that's
slightly bigger than this one, and this one's slightly bigger than this, which is about the same size as these 4. I'm just putting beds now. You can figure out which bed means what.
okay. I'm gonna take the beds out of this first room. We might use that for storage and a water closet or
We
something.
should
I
have
don't
enough
know.
we should have enough rooms in the house now. Definitely better than what we got before. Bed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Are these rooms the same size?
Which ones? Like name the
This
color of
this
the bed.
this one.
Pink and gray, and yeah,
One,
these should
two,
be about the same
three,
size. These
4,
3.
5, 6, 7. So that's 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, this is 6.
Hmm.
So maybe we just oop, oop, and then push the wall back. Because we'll have a lot more people, so we might actually need that
Oh, you want to
walkway
go for
space
that?
better.
What's it called? I was considering that, but then I considered also that when this was made, maybe not.
Yes, but I mean we have some wiggle room here.
Yeah, alright, fine. I can work with that. What do you think?
That works.
At the end of the hall here, there should be absolutely nothing. Maybe a window.
All right, so this is the kids' room. So yeah, not okay. But there's actually 5 kids, so I'm gonna use the orange bed for this room.
Yeah, no. Feel free to use extra beds. It's just
Okay.
me trying to be funny. Haha, different color beds. What do you think for the
Okay,
window placement? Because
that
that
looks
would
good.
be a thing. That would absolutely be a thing. And the corners would get the corner light.
Okay, there we go.
Okay, torch distribution can be a bit better. No need to be crazy about it. Well, maybe a little crazy.
Okay, so there's that. Reagan and Gorin are the bigger of the two Corvos, yes?
Yeah, Pascal 6-1,
Okay.
Craig and Gorn are above that.
Okay. There's Reagan and Gorin. Y'all are bigger, so you would probably get that bigger room. And Sebastian and Pascal's not that big.
Not as big.
But
They're
I'm
still,
a
for normal humans, pretty tall. I think they're both. Well,
I
actually,
mean they're
Sebastian's 5'8" or something, isn't he? It's
5'10".
actually never been properly established, I don't think. I've heard it so
He's
many ways now.
actually 5'10".
5'10", alright. So he's pretty standard for a guy, maybe on the taller end. Pascal at 6'1" is tall compared to the average guy at that time. Because they ate less red meats and such that we do these days. Although not adventurers. Adventurers are atypical. But back then they didn't have the same nutrition and what have you that we did, so they weren't as tall.
I feel like the Vikings would disagree with you on that.
Well, the Vikings were a bit of an exception that proves the rule. Because they had
Yeah, I
amazing
mean,
fucking nutrition.
yeah. And they were actually a lot more hygienic than most civilized civilizations.
Mm-hmm. I could never spell Sebastian right, so I'm just spelling it like that now.
Alrighty, so we have that. I'm pretty sure. Ah, 7. And very. Ooh, that's. Hmm.
Hmm?
Now here comes the question.
Mm-hmm.
We have two couples. Well, two potential. One actual couple. Two potential couples. So they would probably share a bed.
I like how we... Oh!
Oh,
What was that? Oh, I right-clicked the bed. Fuck me.
uh, rollback explosion.
Oh, yeah, do you wanna?
I mean, you can do it. I don't
Slash
know
CL. Rollback.
the explosion.
Time 1H. Oop. Fucking... Yeah.
Oh, fire spread is on.
Oh. User action block exclude radius give it 16 action ex no user hashtag explosion. That fucking worked.
And I do fire. Oh yeah, just fill that part in because that's fire damage.
So trying again really carefully not to do that. Fucking beds.
I mean, do you want me to do it?
I'm fine. Leave me alone. God. I don't know if you've ever watched Rick and Morty. Most fans think they're Rick, but frankly, I identify with Jerry, and it's depressing.
Okay.
Hmm. Cute. You still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay, good. I wasn't hearing anything for a minute.
I need another bed for this room.
All right. I had to add in the third couple. I
That is
know,
true.
right?
Okay.
The dude just threw himself out a fucking window for some reason.
Well, I mean, we could just
We are gonna
put
have
him
to
in
add
the.
that. We'll have to use like trapdoors or fence
Oh.
gates or something.
Hmm.
But that's upstairs. We're still in room floor 2. Although at this point, I think we got it pretty much taken care of. Other than whatever this
Actually,
room's gonna be.
actually, hold up. 1, 2, 3. Oh, 1, 2, 3.
Uh,
Okay.
I might accidentally right click the
I
bed and
forgot
blow up the
about
house, but
people.
I'm not Sebastian.
We forgot about people.
Who
Okay.
did we forget about?
This works. Eames and
Oh,
Rolf.
Eames and Rolf. Don't they have downstairs? Although, actually, I don't think Eames is on that chart. I don't know where the fuck she sleeps at.
No, she is. She just. I don't. Okay. Let's see. Over here. Go to formations. Yeah, Sebastian Eames Rolf. But since we've completely just said fuck that design and just redid
Mm.
them, so
Alright, I'm gonna go post that in images on the Discord.
okay. I need to go to bed. What colored beds do we have open? Okay. Purple. I think we have purple open, right? No, we don't. Okay. We use magenta. Gray. Light gray is open. The grays are open. That works.
Let's see, desktop, not porn, dot Minecraft, screenshots, scroll all the way to the bottom. Good times, good times. Yeah, no, neither of the grays are being used right now because you knocked those out to put in the other ones. You still hear me, right? I don't see the Discord overlay lighting up.
Yeah, I heard you.
Okay, good. Discord overlay is just broken when I alt tabbed out, probably.
Right there. Eames and 12.
Rolf. I'm gonna recommend we just punch this out for visibility's sake and just add it back in
Oh, yeah.
when we, yeah. In fact, like this was good on the first floor when that space wasn't being used, but we'll just leave the stairs itself here, and it's known that that will be there. And that makes it a
Mm-hmm.
lot more open.
Now, the thing is, I can put Nora and 7 in this room. But Nora is leaving, and so is Rifle.
Mm-hmm.
Which means this room is open.
That works. Odds are we'll probably pick up more party members at some point, or NPCs of some kind. I feel bad. I made real sad about something and I wasn't even trying.
So when the Corvilles got home, did they just not have any of reaction of what happened? Like they
With
weren't downfallen or anything?
there is some dialogue. The thing is, it's not quite what you think, and I don't want to give you the off-road knowledge. But right now, the reactions make sense as it is. Later on, there might be a difference.
Except I've completely ignored the RP because I wasn't there. And I didn't know where it took place, so
I should have specified that was as they were walking into the house where Pascal's like, and that's just fucking insane, man. Or however he said it. Let me look it up. Still insane, this whole thing. Tell me about it. And Kragan repeating the tried and true, we never should have left Border Town. Yonder Corvo trio. Their lives have been very interesting ever since they got to the City of the Temples about that job.
hmm. But you also have to understand at that point where was everyone else? Rifle was down in the basement and hasn't actually left the basement.
I'm not going to question it, and you're not going to extrapolate on that, and we're going to move
No.
forward.
And then Nora had already went down in the basement because that's where they're sleeping at. And really doesn't know anyone well enough to want to talk to. And 7 pretty
There's a
much
great
glued herself.
Yeah, there's a
So
great in-character thingy, and the party should get to experience it. We just didn't get a chance last night because things kind of dragged. Dragged like a bunch of cans on the back of a newlywed couple's car in a '60s
I
film.
know I don't understand that whole day for the
Me
Yolen
neither.
incident. Like,
It could have been
why
five
did you?
seconds of, well, party, as y'all wake up, whichever one of you is first, it doesn't really matter, I assume. We'll notice that Yolen is sitting on the couch, kind of bloodied up but not really responding. Anyway, party, what are you all doing with that? And then, three people step forward and talk to her, and it's like, oh shit, she's injured. Okay, cure serious wounds. Yolen, talk to me. What's going on? That could have been
It would
five
make
minutes.
sense that Lagatha and the kids would be the first ones up because they've had time to actually develop a schedule.
Yep, party's been sleeping around in tombs and crypts and shit, where our sleep schedule is probably fucked, let's be honest.
Hmm.
Aiden, I'm gonna have to tell you that this is inaccurate, and I will fix this. Give me a second.
But
Just give me a second. I'm working on it. Here, get back out of there. Yeah.
okay.
Just, I'm working on it. Give me a second.
Oh, I know what you're going for, but let's be fair.
It's a bit hard to represent, but this is what happens. Actually, the bed should just be lowered down one block to like.
Yes, but
It's
realistically, I
funky,
mean,
yeah.
Lagatha would have got her own bed.
And she would have continued to sleep under Lagatha's bed. So here,
I mean, we could have just put.
Yolen's
It's just to represent that she stays in the room. It
empty
doesn't have to be an
bed.
accurate thing.
Yes, but this is funny. This is
That
beyond
is.
funny. Okay, hold up.
Yes, but at least it shows her where she's at in the room.
Slab. Okay, well, I'll do it subtly. Fuck, how would I do that?
Just okay. Here, give me a moment.
And then the Yolen. And then that comes that.
Alright, look through this. Break this. We don't need that there no more. Come up.
I'm here.
Boop, and just name tag and then point
Oh,
down.
yeah. That
There you go.
works. Here. Want to be very careful here. This has the NBT. That's not quite it, though. Uh, I have way too much fun with this. Seriously. This is great.
Actually, we're gonna move Eames and them. We're gonna stick them in this room.
Okay. So does this turn back into a storage room? Or
Yeah, that.
whenever we end up? Okay, I'll fix it.
Hmm.
Uh, hmm. Yeah, I guess they would do that. For the kids or something, where it's like, yeah. I mean, alternatively, they are probably sleeping together at this point. They seem to have a mutual
Drill said they
attraction.
sleep in separate beds.
Hmm. I wonder if that makes us the blasphemous heathens. Eh.
To be fair, this could have been one bedroom, and then we could have modified it and put up a flimsy wall. One that could be removed at a later date.
Yeah.
So maybe where is it?
Uh,
So maybe this works better.
Alright, that works.
And just a flimsy wall to actually it makes the room look more open than it did before. I actually like that.
Hmm. It's true, now that walls do this, I'm totally gonna... What type of walls are available? I might actually start using walls in my builds. Because, like, this is cool. It's thin without being thick, and it connects beautifully.
Hmm.
Until you, like, do something like this, and then it's, like, ugly. But we don't normally do that. I don't think that top part's necessary there, Aiden.
Well, no, but I'm showing you how it fits
It's
seamlessly.
it's a very good framing thing. So yeah, that's the beds. There's apparently gonna have to fix this up.
I don't think I need to make another copy of this one. I can just paste the one I already have.
I mean, yeah, you could do that.
Or should I just...
I would copy if I were you, but do how you think is good.
Okay. Well, the thing is, you kind of broke the thing was using for
If you want to wait a
measurements.
second, I will fix the John D's. Donji. Donji?
Gone. Okay. Oop, oop,
Here,
oop,
just give me a second.
oop.
Because this doesn't need to be... almost right-clicked the bed from underneath. Stop myself.
Okay, let me see how big it is right back here. So it's three there. Okay, three. One, two, three. Is that correct? Is that three?
Mm-hmm.
One, two, three. Okay, yeah, so that top block there in my corner needs to drop down by one. There you go. Perfect.
Did not realize what that was there for. My apologies.
Yeah, no, that's fine. You didn't know.
Yeah, the thing with the beds is absolutely hysterical, though. My God, like we've had some kid fun today.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
All right, there.
and note that this is an attic room, so it should probably only be about 2 blocks tall at the highest, or 2.5 really, possibly even 1.5 by the corners. Actually, why am I doing this? You have a thing you can use. Yeah, I'll do it anyways. Feel like it. Damn it.
I mean, attics are roughly like 5 feet, so
Mm-hmm.
but they can be taller.
I've been in attics that were shorter.
They can be taller and they can be much shorter.
Yeah. John has a house that, by modern standards, is actually probably a duplex type of deal.
Hmm.
But then again, they did have bigger houses, kind of, back then. Needed the space for more things.
And the roof here would have been
Okay.
slanted, so this would have been up going up by
Yeah,
stairs.
probably over there.
So
So yeah, no, I'm gonna guess the basement is kind of an open floor plan, isn't it?
Well, we did have
Not the basement, the attic.
the yeah, it's just an open floor plan with you get the point.
Hmm. So odds
Like
are you all
pointless,
have
it's fun.
beds or bedrolls kind of crammed in the more open spaces.
This might not be what Grills envisioned, but he never portrayed it how very
I'm just gonna do
accurately.
like the 2 blocks over here to give you representation. This continues without filling it all in. No reason to do
Hmm.
that.
Yeah, but I am going to finish the front half, so like the
We have the facade, you know.
yeah.
I'm kind of working on the back over here, trying to match you, but yeah. Actually, you've got that fancy thing, don't you? Oh, never mind.
For the outside, it would be fancy, but the inside, not so much. I don't know exactly how it would go, but I just needed the stair step thing up to the top here.
Probably terminates over here. Of course, we've got an even house with like a one door deal. It's off center. It's gonna drive me insane. But that's fine. I'll get over it. It
Hmm.
doesn't bother me. Everything is fine. And then how many beds are upstairs? Like 4 or 5 probably at this
Well,
point.
originally Lagatha, Gromit, Celtic, and Yolan.
Hmm. So I'm just
We
gonna
didn't
place
really
some
have
beds randomly just for
Yeah, we didn't
safety.
really have beds. We just had kind of hammock
Okay.
kind of things going on.
Fence gates. And we'll just make that this with some glass over at this point to give the idea that it's kind of that and yeah. Anything else? Probably ain't much. Maybe there's like some glass over here, like another window in the front, possibly.
Yeah, but there's a latch on it. It's like a metal frame because I did go out this way.
No, no, you went out the back this way, isn't it? Whee! Then you
Yeah.
ran around to
Okay.
the front.
Mhm. Okay.
So, allow me to portray Sebastian. Whee!
Hopefully,
My God. Uh,
yeah. So I'm just going to do it to this point.
and yeah, that's a house. So anything of note really in here? Because I'm not thinking of anything off the top of my head.
Well, there is Celtic with his stuff. Oh yeah, the white wall can stay. Like, fuck, I'm not gonna do that. Yeah. But yeah, effectively,
Most of this is probably like here, barrels and shit, stuff that got stored up here a
um,
million years ago, and yeah.
yeah, probably some trunks, maybe some broken furniture or furniture they didn't have room for, but they didn't want to throw away because it was too valuable.
hmm Like many people's attics, there's all kinds of fun things here, undoubtedly. We should also probably, with this version of the house, or make a fourth version, and that's the complete one. And then we also work on the exterior because there's shit outside. For the love of God, I can't spell cauldron or find it.
Oh, 2 potions.
Oh, it's in potions now, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Or has it always
Always
been
been.
there?
That's
Always
always
has
been
been.
there.
And some chests, and this is just decoratives at this point. We don't need this for the floor plan, but you get an idea of it.
Mm-hmm. Another thing is what we did over here.
Yeah.
We'll have to do over at the main one. Well, no,
Don't we just
we
copy
work.
this to the main?
Well, that means I'd have to move this one
copy that to, like, over hereabouts by the swastika thing. And then just copy this over that.
Yeah, but getting it to be the exact... Getting it to be exact is going to be hard.
I mean, we can just place some beds and I'll right-click them for you, and that will clear it out pretty quickly. I don't know. I don't know how you want to do it. Damn it, there are slimes in the thing now. God damn it. It went so long without having that problem.
I didn't paste.
Slimes on the inside. Oh, you didn't get the things. Okay, that's fine.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I'm good.
Is everything okay?
It's, not pasting it in the right location now. It keeps wanting to paste over here.
I see. It's a lot of doors.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know how to work it, and it's already 11 something. My God. Oh, you actually went ahead and labeled everything here, didn't you? I mean, well, I've got, like, toilet.
Oh, it's in the air.
It's still in the air. Works for me.
Okay. And this will be the original. So we're just going to have to reconstruct them, is all. Because I'm not going to try and get this accurate.
I need to take a break and stretch for a second.
Okay.
That's good. What are we doing? Just rebuilding the second and third floors? Shouldn't take too long.
Yeah.
Not as much detail, and it doesn't matter if it's perfect. Just get the general shape of the rooms.
I mean, we could just do that and then just add the roof over here and not actually have the layout since we do have them over there. Sound fair?
Yeah. Ow, ow. Oh. Man, when you sit for a few hours straight, your muscles are just sore as fuck.
And now we just build the roof.
The whole roof? Oof.
I mean, we have to... Yeah, the whole roof.
I hate roofs, but okay.
It's just to show a finished product.
Okay, let me take a look at this. So this is... I had this one at this side. Yeah, okay. I'll match you.
Okay, so yeah, that would be there.
What I would give for some cork rotation lock right about now. Seriously, the mod adds a keybind you can use, and when you do that...
No, Eminem.
No?
This has to go down one.
Damn it. Alright, no
I know,
thanks.
but I went to go check. That's what I went to do.
Ah, damn, I was working off of you. You fucked me, Aiden.
I know, I'm sorry.
It's fine. It's more than fine, really. Because frankly, I was just going to grind Cayo Perico, and that is soul-crushing. Although probably I would have given up after the first one and been like, okay, what else do I do? Like, for God's sakes, I was in a public lobby because I was that bored. But that's just going to be me today. Today's an off day. I can already feel it. I can taste it. Boop, boop, boop. probably stay that now. Looks better.
Yeah, I just didn't know if we were going to use a wood there or not, kind of thing going on.
How did we do this over here? Probably didn't is the answer.
And do what?
Yeah, we didn't really slope it like I was doing. It really should be, though, no? Guess it doesn't have to be. Unless we fuck this up.
No, it doesn't have to be sloped there. But remember, like, doesn't need to be. We don't need to
No,
be
you're right.
accurate. This just
Get the roof shape. You do that. I'm just gonna do the dull place the block in the right orientation work. And again, I would about kill right now for some rotation lock.
I know, right?
Damn it. Yeah, if any Mojang developers end up watching this video, first off, please like and subscribe. Second off, Mojang, rotation lock for builders, please, for the love of God, something. Because this is soul-crushing. This is me about to figure out how to use the axe to fill in this stuff with the fill command. Although, do I have slash fill? I do.
You were still opt, but it's not gonna work the way you want it.
Yeah, probably not.
It will do one complete side perfect, but the other one will be a lot tougher because of how the stairs orient
Orient.
themselves. Yes.
Okay, yeah, this is good. So I don't remember if I told you all this, but last week I played about 4 games of Monopoly over the course of 2 days with the same guy at my job.
Oof.
Yeah, and he's one of those guys that's like, ooh, if I get Boardwalk and Park Place, I automatically win. So I just spent an hour just moving around the board, not bothering to do anything in terms of, like, strategy. It's just, oh, I land on a property, do I got money? Yeah, sure, I'll buy it. But, tell you what, we did do a lot of good work on his change-making skills. Because frequently he'd end up having to pay me like $18 rent, and he'd have to figure out 18 from 20 and how much he gets back change. So that was
That's
good.
good.
You know, that's an actual life skill he'll need. But when we got to like me owning waterworks and the electric company and him needing to pay rent for that by rolling the dice and multiplying, he kind of lost it. He couldn't do multiplication.
To be fair, I can barely do most multiplications.
Okay, but 4 times 4. Like, you can figure that
16?
out. 16, exactly. He couldn't do that.
To be fair, the only reason I remember that is because of a little trick. A 4x4 truck, you need to be
Mm-hmm.
16 to drive.
Oh, that's actually pretty good. But the point is, right now, if I asked you to do it, you could, even if it took you 20 minutes, you'd figure out how to do it. You'd figure it out. You're intelligent and capable in that manner. He's not. Like, he'll just give you a blank look and just ask how much he needs to pay. Because at least he got that concept. Oh, I landed on your shit, I need to give you money. But yeah, no, he really likes Monopoly for some reason.
Relate it in a way that he'll understand it. Because for me, it had to be stuff that. Oddly enough, it had to be legal wise for me to actually grasp it. The roof probably isn't this big, but you know, just for the sake of shit.
For making it look nice.
I mean, it could have been a small roof and then it just been a flat top, but he never stated,
And this looked nicer.
and he's not awake to ask, so gotta work with what we got. So this is a lot of roof, mind you.
Oh, yeah, no kidding, we're placing it. And it's... Because
Well, think about
realistically,
it.
roofs back then were like a fuck ton more flat than we can properly establish unless we get like chisels and bits to properly establish it. It was slanted slightly, but most of them were pretty flat slants.
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't have been too tall of a roof, but we've made a I'm looking at what,
12,
maybe.
15 blocks tall.
Well, yeah. Let's see.
So
1,
30-foot tall
2,
roof on about a
3.
50-foot tall house? No.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 block tall, so 8 times 3 is
24, I think?
something.
No, not 24. It's odd.
8 times 3. 24. No, that's 24.
Oh, yeah. You're right. Brain.
Which actually isn't all that tall for a roof, because some places you can only have a 23 foot and a half roof.
We.
And I don't know if this is supposed to be wood or what, or you can just keep it one solid
Well,
color.
I can assure you they don't make roofs out of stone for a good reason.
Dwarves would disagree with you.
Well, you know what I mean.
I mean, you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know.
And I'm pretty sure most of the builders in the City of the Temples currently probably dwarves.
I mean, there's probably a high layover. I don't know. D&D being humanocentric, it really depends how Grills runs his world.
Yeah,
Because
it's
unlike Denalia,
humanocentric, but when it comes to stonework, everyone knows you want a dwarf.
you do.
Vader is awake.
Huzzah. Hello, hello.
Hello there.
Hey, Vader.
Okay, so you're not gonna like what we did.
You're gonna love it.
But we couldn't figure out the measurements of the house we made at all. And you weren't on. And it was awkward.
Well,
So we made an executive decision to build a giant square for the house.
To be fair, if we actually have 4 acres of land as 2 square acres, then my god, we have so much space.
would you like me to get on myself and help you?
If
Yeah,
you
sure.
get on, that would be great. So
Okay.
you can actually at least see what we've done thus far.
You're
You
gonna have
might
to give me some specs. Like is it still in 1.7 points, or is it
116.5.
my?
1.16.5.
Sorry.
That's okay. Gravel. Yay. And now since we have this done, guess what we get to do now, Eminem?
The outside.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you could always use the scale of a bed to try to figure out the dimensions.
Except we don't know what kind of beds you use. And beds are in
We
very
ended up just kind of
designs.
freestyling it at some points because, frankly, the way it was before was a bit difficult to work with. So
We went with the basis that when your father bought it, it was just a flat piece of land. And then he had the room when it was just him and his wife. And then we built off of the fact, okay, later down the road, once he established his business and, knocked your mother up, he had to have room.
Look, I have my backstory written out. He moved as a family with pretty much all of our kids. It's to the city.
Yeah, you have
All
your
the kids were already
backstory.
there.
We didn't. So we didn't know what we were working with, but we went with a basic knowledge. Young lad, just got married, has a business. We were going off of basics of what would actually be more accurate to the time zone we are in, or the time era we're in.
Fuck my throat.
Sounds reasonable, yes? Later.
Was a reasonable assumption, just unfortunately false.
It's an unreasonable, but also very validated and backed up with historical facts.
I think you'll like what we
But
ended up
yes,
doing.
yeah, I think you would like it too. But
So
we
once you
just, for the
hop on
life of
MC, we can, sorry.
yeah. No, go ahead.
So once you hop on MC, we can show you what we've done and get some feedback from you, and probably toss the feedback out the window because at this point I'm not fucking changing it. Are you changing it, Aiden?
If we
But
have to,
I think you'll
yes,
like it.
but
It's decent. Oh yeah, by the way, Vader, I am recording for YouTube, so say hi.
Guten Tag.
Guten Tag, yeah.
Guten Morgen. It's still technically morning.
For the next 28 minutes by my clock, yes.
Buenos dias, bonjour, greetings, all of the above.
Kate. Glass.
$16.5.
Oh, are we filling that in?
I figured just to make it look correct.
You know we
And it
have all
hides.
week to do this, right? Oh wait, but my bad. Double M has work. I understand now why this is the most convenient day.
I mean, usually I do work today anyways, but today I got the day off.
And it's also more the fact that I can actually pinpoint a good, because I want to get an accurate. We have a lot of land because of the 2 by
You know,
the
I get the
2
feeling
square.
Grills is going to end up going back on that, because at the current not oversized, but at the current probably bigger than your original diagram house that we have constructed now could fit on this plot of land comfortably about a dozen times over.
Yeah, we're in a city. I somewhat doubt that.
That's
gave
exactly
us
what I thought.
4 acres. Please don't make him take that away.
Oh no, we're going to ask if we can keep that, of course, but Aiden, if he gets an idea of the scope of this, you really think he's going to let us keep that?
Because I still have to build the barn and stuff.
You see,
And realistically, this looks big, but it's still kind of small.
I mean, yeah, no, there are much bigger estates out there, but
small
for inside
for a
city
spot?
this is flipping huge.
Okay, in context of Minecraft size, it looks big. But this will be barely
Especially
a drop
when each
in the...
block is 1 meter.
Yeah, that's 3 feet.
Well, a meter is a bit more than 3 feet, but we're doing 1 yard per block scale.
It's 3.1, but whatever.
But a yard is 3 feet.
Yeah, a yard and a meter are comparable, if not exact.
Oh, we never did the basement, Aiden. We need to do that.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Fuck.
No,
Let's
I got it.
Okay.
I got it.
Hmm.
'Cause we have the 2nd floor, which is still technically the 1st floor.
Guys,
Oh wait, no, we have the 1st floor right
would
here.
you guys do me a favor?
Yeah.
And not make any changes until I'm actually able to see what you've
Well,
been
it's not that we're making changes. We forgot to do the basement.
How is basement?
So, is this building going to be done in... Has this building been done in creative, or what?
Yeah, it's been done in creative so that we have a blueprint for it. Because if we tried to gather all these materials and ship them to the nether roof in survival, we'd have died from the magma creams.
Oh, you're in nether.
Yeah.
Yeah, nether roof where
But
the
how do
players
you
can't
do?
find
How do you do the basement then?
We're doing this in
once you get
sections.
on, we'll show you.
There's 2 things going on here. There's the master model, which is what it's going to look like, and then we got these sections. Holy shit, that's not at all what I would have wanted to do. But this works.
It works, yes. I don't know. I mean, I can go back up. I wasn't expecting it to do that. Undo.
Guys, look, you know me. I probably want to make it as accurate
No, no,
to
no,
scale as
no,
possible.
no. Undo.
I know, Vader, I know, but we're gonna have to accept that
Like, if
translating
you have
from
to,
D&D to Minecraft is not gonna work perfectly. I
Okay, there you
tried it
go.
once. I tried making a dungeon for the party in Minecraft, and it just did not.
We take out the doors here.
I understand it's going to be bigger in scale to make it compatible with Minecraft, but I still want the basic proportions to remain the same. The shape.
It should hopefully be good. We don't know, man. We'll
Okay,
see.
multiplayer. I'm
If
gonna have
you,
to add this server on.
Yep, give me a second.
yeah.
I'll send you the IP.
I mean, it's right there in the info.
Oh yeah, that's right. Just pop over to info.
There you go.
Thanks, Firewall, but I don't need you to block access to Minecraft.
Are you sure? Because Minecraft might be a deadly virus. Alright, Aiden, I'm gonna tear down some of the walls a little bit to give it that actual proper basement feel.
I 3, 6, 9, 12. So maybe right there to this block.
To that block? Okay. I don't know how deep the basement goes.
Add server.
Well, 3, 6, 9, 12. 12 feet. 12 feet tall.
That works.
But
Oh yeah, Aiden, fair warning, I edited my message to you, but I'll tell it to you here in voice. In addition to on Denalia solving the acre problem by just making it 10 tens of yards square, like 300 by 300, I'm probably also going to be adjusting the price for it, since that is more land. But right now I haven't decided on anything yet.
I mean, if it's near the city, it makes sense it'd be more, but out in the boondocks or in the
Well,
mass fog
again,
itself.
Denalia has this thing right now, so technically all the land is in one of the three major kingdoms, but if you're outside the bounds of a city by a certain point, they're like, we're not patrolling out there. It's a free-for-all. You want to claim that land and construct a keep? You do that, man. If you do, then by law you're required to, report it to the kingdom, and there are taxes annually, but blah, blah, blah. You're a citizen of the kingdom, you're required to do that. Undoubtedly, there are plenty of people that have a keep constructed and have not reported it. Bandits and brigands and the like. And, should that be discovered, then the taxman comes down with an
Hello
army.
there.
Hi.
Hello.
Just give me like a few minutes until my computer isn't going at 1 FPS, of course.
I like it, Aiden. Good job with the, what's it called? Okay. So, 1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm gonna turn down my.
So the actual stairs are there, to there, to there, down to there, to there.
To be honest, I'm kind of glad that you guys are dragging me on because, admittedly, since I'm back from my thing in Maine, I don't really have that much to do. What?
I don't know if I like this look or if I would prefer the.
So, are you guys gonna teleport to me to you or something?
Yeah. I'm setting you to
And
spectator mode, and slide. Okay, so you're in spectator right now.
Okay.
Actually, the basement would probably be more of a dirt floor.
Probably like some type of
Would you
padded
like me to
dirt. Here, slash TP.
look at the
MM 065.
in the photo I made a kind of like gravelish type surface. At least
Yeah,
that's what it looks like.
I'm going for historical accuracy, and the basements wouldn't really have stone unless.
That is a terrible Vader face. I'm sorry, man. What the fuck? Oh, hold
What?
on. Wait, I see it now. Yeah,
Really?
that works. You should definitely look up like a 3D thingy with the layers. That would look so much better with layers.
maybe a better
Uh,
suit.
no thanks. F you guys.
I mean, you don't look like Vader.
I like
You like the
Yeah.
you like the skin? Then enjoy. Good for you, man.
Yeah, I even made a banner or that it somewhat matches the skin. Like
Then
this
in
has
that
been
case,
Vader for several years,
enjoy and use it in good health, man. We love you.
and I think someone just joined.
There we go.
No,
No.
no, that's just me. Okay, now can I still slightly lagging.
This is the basement.
Mind if I add in sporadic little details like I don't
Bro,
know,
we're just
making some
getting
of
a
this
floor
hubble.
plan. We're
Uh,
just getting a floor plan. That's literally all we're doing.
Yeah, but you know, I'm also somewhat of a
we can add details later. Right now, we're just trying to get the basics of it done. And I don't really think most people for structurally sound things would have their foundation gravel.
okay. Different types of
Try andesite.
okay.
It looks like gravel. See,
Okay.
right there. It's in front of you. It's in front
Okay,
of you.
I I was just I know where it was on the list. It was just lagging for me.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose. I mean, if I do it sporadically enough, I guess that would match the aesthetic.
So what are we looking at here? We got slimes.
Did you want it like 45% or something, or 25 or what? Because I can make this do sporadic automatically.
Oh, let's try 30%.
Okay.
Interesting to see how this world edit thing actually looks.
There we go. Give me one. I gotta find the. I gotta remember the
Gotcha.
command
I'm gonna
for it.
look at the rest of your.
Alright, so here, let's start with the ground floor. Follow me, Vader. Where you at?
Uh,
I'm gonna teleport you.
oh,
Okay.
oh, okay.
So here is the first floor. Obviously, we got down here the front door. Person comes on in.
Front
We got
door.
staircase over here, and this is currently
That
just a
storage area,
closet covered
and
deal.
there's a storage area over here.
Vader, just let him show you the layout we have.
So we got
because
yonder living room sitting area. This is where, like, Yolan probably would have been over here. You know, just bleh. Dining room over here. Table isn't perfectly to scale because you can't really do proper to scale things here. And this would be yonder kitchen. Side door over here, and this will lead into the basement that's under construction. You know how it is. The basements in housing is never finished. Over here we have the fabulous toilet of wonder that I personally built and was awesome. Obviously that's just going to be like a bucket with a hole in the floor type of deal. Some kind of storage. We were thinking like wine cases over here, whatever, just as needed. Various supplies for the houses, pantry, blah blah blah. Master bedroom. I know, it's on the second floor. Bear with me. So master bedroom over here, study over here. Separate doors for both and a connecting door in the middle. Moving on.
Nice.
Yeah, I know.
You don't know how hard it is to acknowledge, like, you put work into this, but
I know, it is
yes,
not
but
your vision.
you have a different vision. Drills have a different vision,
We're just trying to
and
get
we
something
have
down on paper.
we have no scale. Like we have no dimensions to go off of.
Yonder
But
bedrooms are self-explanatory. For
I
all the
okay,
went,
couples, we put double beds. Like, we
you know
did
what?
that.
I have an idea.
Yeah,
We
Don't.
save this, and you guys allow me to start on a separate thing and see if you're okay with what I end up with.
Aiden,
Is
you're a
that
project lead.
reasonable?
Eminem, just click the 2 points, then copy and paste the something somewhere.
Which one should I do? The main house over here, right? Probably to get the same dimension deal. Because we did try and calculate the dimensions based off of your more recent three-dimensional model, and that was fun. Vader, I do want to draw your attention to the double beds for the couples, like Stefan and Ariel. Lagatha, Veritas, and
you.
of course hiding underneath is Yolan. And
This is a reasonable size for the houses, the small bedrooms. I agree, but
and then of course the best power couple, Sebastian and
this
Death.
is
We had an uneven amount of, like we said, we tried our best here. This may have been, if
The
you're,
attic is an
if you,
attic.
if you wish to want to listen to my reasoning on why this house is the way it is, I went off of, not we, I went off of basic knowledge I have of the era back then. And I went with a reasonable doubt that, okay, so he has kids, so they have kids' room. But he
Okay.
would probably have servants, so he'd have one big room for servants and then some storage and whatever.
There's one issue with historical accuracy, and don't get me wrong, I do appreciate historical accuracy. I was given creative freedom when I designed it.
You were. And Grove was not very happy with the layout. And I am trying to build your layout, but without actually dimensions from that layout. I have no idea how big a room is.
So
how
Aiden,
much
I got it
room I'm
copied.
gonna
What do
need.
I do now?
Okay, then back away from the main copies here.
Mm-hmm. Now
And
what do I
then
do?
you just do / paste.
/ paste.
So is this like a whole construction that you did?
Oh.
Right, did you do / copy first?
No, I did not. So it said do
Right.
/ copy first. I did that.
And then do
Paste.
paste. Okay, undo it.
Undo.
Okay.
So what the fuck was that?
Okay, recopy. Do another recopy.
So left click over there. Right click. Okay, second position set to over there. And then left click up over here. Okay. First position set to there. That many. I've got about 8,000 blocks copied. Now what?
And then go over here. Go out pretty decent way.
About here.
Stop. Okay, go up in the air a bit. Right there.
Okay.
You have done / copy, right?
I'm doing it now. Okay.
Now do paste.
No.
Oh, wait, this is not.
Okay. Once you take the first two things, then you do copy.
Over there. Okay, I'm gonna / undo because I don't know where that is now.
It probably didn't take at all.
Alright, back to here.
What you doing, Vader?
Position 1 set to there.
It's been a while since I've experimented with color. I mean, different textures of blocks.
Okay, copy
Just looking at what would look cool.
Did you? Okay.
Now moving
Now,
over
are you?
here.
And now do paste.
/ paste.
And I have my render distance set down low, so I cannot.
Alright, Vader, I got
see where
a
you
house.
Okay, now.
Okay, I'm coming back to you, Vader.
Okay. Forgive me for my render distances shit right now, so I can actually function.
Well, it's more the fact that we are doing word edit, which really fucks with.
Vader, I'm
FPS
gonna move you to your little playground.
Okay. Beam me up, Scotty.
So yeah, feel free to fuck with this house as much as you want. It's not a perfect copy, but you've got the floors and that and so on.
Yeah, but it's pretty much the only floor that actually has something on it is the bottom.
Like the middle one is just beds, really. The top one is just so on and so forth.
So this is the layout, and this is what you got. Because the main copy that's in the grass area, outside of the bottom floor, it's completely empty.
Oh my god, there are so many goddamn monsters.
Okay.
Okay, now. I guess, can I get to work?
Yeah, sure.
Go ahead.
Turn this into whatever you want. If you want to like spend an hour there and we come back and it's the Burrow from Harry Potter, go for it. Like tear it down, build it back up however you want. I just gave you what we got and you can adjust it however you want from there. Okay. So Aiden, basement, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have creative control there. I'm tapping out. I don't even know what would be down here. Beds, some divisions here or there, wine cellar, done.
Well, we'd have some very big kegs down
I
there, and
do
it's
agree
mostly
with the the white concrete decision for the inner walls, since it would be like plaster.
Aiden, have
Suppose.
I contributed sufficiently to the project that I can go do something else now? My brain is killing me.
yeah. Just don't go too far, because girls
Standard.
might want you to.
No, like different game. So I'll be
Yeah.
right here with the click of like 5 buttons in 2 seconds. Let me kill the recording.